Good evening and thanks for watching the news. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office is continuing to investigate a shooting in the Low Country that killed a teenager and injured another person. The shooting happened last night in the Hilton Head Garden Apartments. They found the deceased victim, Devontae Grant, and another man with a gunshot wound at the scene. Police are still looking for a suspect, and investigators were also back out today looking for more evidence.
And we were sitting here, and next thing you know, it was pow, 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 pow.
This woman who lives here didn't want to show her face on camera due to fear of the suspect who was still on the loose.
There's going to be retaliation. They're going to come back. They're going to come back.
She says after she heard the loud bangs, she called 911. The man killed, Devontae Grant, was only 19.
That's so sad. That's so sad. He didn't even know what life was all about.
And Hilton Head Gardens has been her home for 19 years. She says she has seen a lot of crime out here over time.
Drive-by shootings. It's not good.
She says she and her family don't have any plans to move anytime soon, but it is in fact scary to live in fear because of incidents like this shooting happening at the place where she has made many memories.
Good reason to be scared because, bullets don't have no names.
The other man flown to Savannah is in critical condition, and police are asking if you know anything about this case, please call Crime Stoppers. Now, if you take your child to school, how far inside the building do you escort them? Now, after this week, one district will limit parents walking down halls and into the classroom with their children. Bureau Chief Dal Kennedy shows us the changes and why leaders say it's all about keeping your children safe.
When children return here to Julia P. Bryan Elementary and other Bullitt County schools in January, parents will only be able to walk their students so far into the building. This lobby fills with parents and children each morning and afternoon as many walk their little one down the hall to class. How busy is it?
Very, very. You can't tell the difference between the teachers and the parents. Past these doors, you don't know what's teachers and what's parents.
Bullitt County School Superintendent Charles Wilson says that leaves too big a chance for an adult to show up armed and drift in with the crowd. He and the district's new school resource director made the decision to stop parents at this door without special office permission.
So it has been an ongoing discussion, and I think part of what we've had is some variability across the district, which has been a concern. It's been discussed among elementary school principals.
He says this helps reduce the chance of an active shooter getting into the building near students. Cassie says she saw this at her children's previous school.
I would much rather not be able to come and go as I please and know that nobody else can come and go either. I'm okay with that.
Wilson says he knows it will be an adjustment for some families parting ways at that inside door, as much for the parents as it is the student. In Statesboro, Dal Kennedy, WTOC News.
The district did notify parents, sending out emails and sending letters home last week about those changes. A cyclist hit while riding to work in Savannah last Wednesday is still recovering in the hospital tonight. And right now there's a fundraising effort online to help him out with those medical expenses. We've spoken to several people who know Patrick McDonald, the cyclist in this case, and everyone said he's an experienced bike rider who's exercised every safety precaution when on his bike. We did check in with police, and the details of what exactly led to McDonald being hit while riding are still under investigation. So while he's recovering, a GoFundMe account has been set up to help with medical bills, and it already has more than $1,000 in it tonight. The crashes involving cyclists being hit by a car continues to be something we see play out here in Chatham County, a total of 67 times this year alone, up from 45 incidents last year, that according to Bike Walk Savannah.
You know, when we hear news stories about someone who was out early in the morning on a street that maybe we wouldn't normally decide to ride a bike on, that person was, in Patrick's case, just trying to get to work like everybody else out on the road. So we need to recognize that bicycles and people walking as well will be out at all times of the day and night because people need to get where they need to go safely.
Now, taking a look at the big picture, Bennett does say that there are still a lot of areas for improvement when it comes to cycling safety. I'll have more from that interview and projects on the horizon that he thinks will make a big difference. That's just ahead at 11. Also ahead at 11 are Don Baker and Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley. So be sure to stay tuned for the news at 11. Thanks for joining us.